Gonna make some chopped liver. It's really simple as long as the ratio of the liver, onions, and egg is correct, with the addition of, which makes the best chopped liver, is chicken fat. But if you really are against using that heart clogging stuff, you can use vegetable oil. The first thing that is, first off, the best chopped liver is made with chicken livers. You can make it with calf's liver, beef liver. First thing you got to do is just trim up the liver. See all of this that's hanging there? This you don't want. So all of this, I'm a righty, but I don't want to block the view. Just cut all of that out. See this, that, this. All this is not necessary. You don't want it. All you want is the nice, clean looking liver only. So after you've done that, cutting this out, then we're ready to just finish it. The oil's in the pan or the chicken fat. So let me get set and we'll cook this. Start with a moderate flame and we'll finish with a moderate flame. We're not looking to really saute this like a piece of steak. Now if this was being done kosher style, you would have to take the livers and put them on a screen and put them in the oven and broil them so all of the juice and the blood drips down. And the salt and pepper. That's it, except for the egg. And the egg will be added to this when everything is cold. Cold to cold and hot to hot. So the eggs are boiling right now. I'll peel them, I'll put them in the refrigerator. And then when this is done, raise the flame a little, let this cook. It's really no big deal. The big deal about this is knowing the amount of eggs and onions to put in there. I mean, you've tasted, if you've ever eaten chopped liver, and if it looks totally like brown, if you don't see any specks of white, that means there were no eggs in there. And if you've eaten chopped liver that has eggs and onions, you'd remember the taste. So what are we doing here that we don't have to waste this film on, which sometimes my recipes are a little long, but that's how it is. But with this, you're just going to keep on cooking this until the liver, which you see is soft, is very, very hard. Then you know it's well done and we're done. Then we're going to take it, put this in the refrigerator. Take it out of the pan, of course, and put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold. And then there are many ways of chopping this up. You can do it by hand like my mother used to do in a wooden bowl. You could do it in a Cuisinart and pulse it. You can push the eggs through a strainer, but not such a small strainer, one with large holes in it, and you'd have the eggs done. So I'm going to put it in a Cuisinart and pulse it, and I hope my Cuisinart's not too big, or else I'll use my smaller one, but I think it'll work. Anyway, I'll show you this, what it looks like when all the liver is cooked. As we're getting to the point of completion, almost as a reminder, low flame, because now the moisture that was in the chicken liver is now being dried out. And what you don't want is to have any pieces of chicken liver that get that sauteed, you know, charcoal look, because then the chopped liver will have little black spots in it, and you don't want that. You can't have that. So now it's almost done. We're going to leave it in here a little bit more. The pieces are getting hard, but not all of them. And now a low flame will finish cooking. Maybe I'll give it another 10 minutes, just like this. So to make sure that the liver is cooked, whatever tool you're using, just cut straight through a thick piece and see if it's solid brown, no red. Then you know that it's done, which it is, and which is good. No black spots. All the moisture is out. So now I'm going to take this and refrigerate it. Place it on a plate, put saran wrap on it so it doesn't get a skin and a dry look about it, so it stays soft. And about an hour or so I'll take it out and we'll finish it up. So far this process has taken about 45 minutes. I'll peel the eggs, put them in the refrigerator too. Now that everything is nice and cold and ready, let's put it in the Cuisinart. And we'll pulse it. We'll taste it. Okay, what did I do wrong? I'm not locked in. There. Like I've used this 100 times, and you think I pay attention to certain things? I'm pulsing it because it makes it jump all over. And since it's not a lot, I don't want to run it fast. And what we don't want when we're finished is a really thick mix. Let's look at that. I smell how nice it is and the texture. I'm going to taste it for one reason and one reason alone. And the reason is I made 2 eggs thinking maybe 1 is enough, but you know, 1 is not enough. The salt is perfect because I taste it's seasoned well. And the amount of onions, I will increase by 2 ounces in the recipe, and then it'll be like, I mean, I've made chopped liver in the past, but when I make it, I don't measure anything. So when you measure something, you want to be exact, and when you do it on the job, you just look at it and you go, this should be good, and it usually comes out good. But here I have to be careful because I want to give you the exact amount so it comes out right. Now what I can do, and which I'm going to do, I'm going to saute the last bit of onion that I was going to use and then add it to this, because I want to be exact with this. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Now that the correct amount of onions are in there and the texture, notice that is just a drop too stiff. When cooking it, we cooked all of the liquid out of it, which is fine. That means the flavor's in there. So to loosen it up just a little, we can add liquid. But remember, it's easier to add than take away, so that's just fine. And I added more salt. And we have 2 eggs in there. And the texture, geez, I don't have any matzahs or crackers, but that's how it should be. So we'll put this on a plate and just take a look. Salt is very important in chopped liver, especially chopped liver. To bring out the flavor, you need the right amount of salt. So we're going to put this and take a look and taste with a fork. And I want you to get a good look at the way it is, the texture of it. As you can see, it stays up. It's not really stiff. It can move. And this is how it should be. It should be a little bit spreadable. You want to put it on a cracker or make a sandwich, chopped liver sandwich. And let's see how it tastes. You know, when you taste chopped liver and you go, I want more, then you know it came out good. Follow the recipe with the amounts of everything and it will come out just like this. Enjoy.